Hey folks, happy you're welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. In this episode I'm going to start work at the Kawasaki ZX9R 99 edition or 98. Yeah, the first thing is I'm gonna start with a nice cleanup. As you can see, there are some dirt on the front wheel and the back as well. So that's gonna be the first thing to do. And after I'm going to start to disassemble the bike to see what could be the problem. I'm gonna look up online because according to the previous owner, this is a problem with this series from 95 to 2001 or something like that, or 2002. At least that's what he has been told. So we're gonna start with that. When I'm gonna disassemble, the bike has some additional electric components installed, which is stopping the steering from proper movements. So that I'm going to find a solution to find out what is that and is it necessary to be there or not. And of course I'm gonna put back together, I'm gonna fix these mistakes. Hopefully nothing broken, just misplaced. And then yeah, start to find the problem. So first, a nice proper wash. Now the foam is on, and as you can see it's washing off already a lot of dirts from everywhere. So this bike gonna have a different look, that's for sure. So now let's wash it off. It's more or less okay then. I think the difference is noticeable, even on the wheels. Yeah, unfortunately they made really terrible things with this bike, it seems. So it lost a lot of paint. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know where I can find the same color to fix them. There are a lot of issues, unfortunately. But yeah, we will see later on, is it worth it to repaint it or not. So now I'm going to let it dry a little bit and then start to take her apart. So the bike is dry. Let's take her out for a spin because I'm curious actually how she runs. And that's gonna give me more info maybe to find other things to fix. So now I'm on the test drive with the bike, and yeah, it did pick up the front in the first gear. That was super fun and cool. But yeah, actually I did manage to shift up all the 6 gears, but what I have noticed, for any reason the lever does not move back in the original position. So if I have to play a little bit with my leg to push it down, and after it's picking up the gear actually. So there is some light issue could be. This doesn't seem that bad. The transmission is in really good shape, luckily. What I have found, the front brakes are a little bit spongy and like feels like the steering bearing are out. So these I definitely have to check out. So now I'm gonna finish the ride and find out how she's going to act further on. I am back from the ride and yeah, surprise, yeah, the bike runs great. The only thing is what I mentioned already, the shifting, it was weird. I've been able to manage down all the 6 gears, but with my feet I had to move down on the shifter, and as you can see it's moving really hardly. So it seems it's not an internal problem, because then I would been able to manage all the 6. But this is an aftermarket, and when I did try to adjust the rod, the shift lever itself, it's moving, which is on the side of the block, but this one not. And this one also should be able to move freely. So what I'm going to do before I would take apart the engine and anything, I just gonna take off the foot peg and check it out. Maybe just a little bit of lube, or just loosen the bolts or something, or missing a spacer washer, I don't know, but it's moving really hard. So first I'm gonna check this one and then see how she runs. So now the foot peg is off and it's really hard to move. Look at this. This one should be really freely moving without any effort. And as you can see, now it's positioning back at the right place. So maybe this could be the issue. I'm just gonna take it off and check it out. Why is it so stuck? Maybe put some grease on it, or it's just too tight, I don't know. We're gonna check it out. Something is definitely off. I take off the end but still barely can pull it off. It should not be like this. This was really tight. Nothing bad is visible on the foot peg or on the shifter inner side, but it was definitely tight and it's quite dry. So maybe need some lube. I'm gonna clean it a little bit and then apply some lube. Maybe just a little bit scratch the surface to be sure. I'm gonna stock there some lubricant. But yeah, let's do it. So I did apply some lubricant and it's moving more freely, but it's still not that free as it should. It should turn around by itself actually, but it's not. So I'm going to try with some sandpaper to take out a little bit from the bushing of the aftermarket shifter. So this is one of the problems with aftermarket stuffs. They're never going to be the same size or the right size or the correct size like the original one, and they can cause this kind of problems. If this was the problem, then we have a big luck. If not, then yeah, we're gonna go further. But yeah, I don't see too big problem because, as I said, I did been able to shift all the 6 gears. But this one is definitely could be the problem. So I'm gonna quickly send it out and put back together. Now it's ready. Look at this, how freely it's moving. This is how it should work. So now it's definitely gonna be a different feeling. So now I'm just gonna put back and then let's find out, was it the problem or not. I'm really excited, to be honest. So now everything back to complete. As you can see, it's acting way different. It's put in the gear and it's jumping back already on the right position and it's moving much easily. I did check on the stand, everything worked well, but now I'm gonna take her out for a second spin to see how I can shift. And actually this position was really uncomfortable for me and I did try to lower a little bit, but this did not fit from this one, so I couldn't shift in first gear. So this one definitely has to go because it's really uncomfortable for me. But yeah, this one is something that needs to be sacrificed. But yeah, this is the smallest thing. And I have good hopes because it was working well on the stand. So let's find out. Super happy, guys. As you could see on the footage, I could shift even without clutch, so the gearbox is working perfectly. And the problem it was this shifter, but I'm going to replace because it's a really uncomfortable position for me. So I'm gonna get back to the stock one. But yeah, it's still, I'm super happy. Yeah, unfortunately this project got shorter than I thought, but luckily cheaper, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm super happy with the results, so I'm gonna continue riding a little bit further. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, see you in the next one. Bye bye.